took the sling off, and the big motherfucker is back.
I think by DQ, Puma won, right? Because he hit Pentagon Jr. first. So Pentagon Jr. wins.
Yeah, Pentagon probably would have won if.
He won by DQ because that's who he attacked first.
But he wasn't. He didn't have just anybody. He came out to destroy them both. He didn't come out just to.
When the match is
I know.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, well,
for Puma.
Yeah, well, I didn't give their winner because they both got smashed. So if the winner, like I said, Mil Muertes won. So, the last match, the main event, was the ladder match
for the Gift of the Gods.
And dude, you just went you nerded out on this one, dude. So you go ahead and explain it. It was Phoenix versus King Cuerno for the Gift of the Gods championship. You go ahead and explain what happened. Because you nerded the fuck out watching it.
Well, I think one of the highlights of the match, Phoenix was on top of Katrina's office.
Yeah.
And he did the senton over one of the ladders, and
the winner essentially gets the cash. It's like the Money in the Bank. They essentially get to cash it in.
But Dario Cueto quoted, he did something about, this is not no. Well, how did he do it?
Yeah,
not no money in the bank. You can't just cash it in whenever you want.
It's not one of those things where you can just cash it in, and then everybody, there was a huge pop because he said cashed it in. Because
the way he did it, yeah.
He was like, you can't just cash it in. This isn't just a cash it in kind of title. You can't. And he was like, the winner gets to, he gets to pick the time. You get to pick you can come in and you can pick the match, but he gets to pick the time. Something like that.
And it's Ultima Lucha probably.
It's Ultima Lucha, yeah.
But either way,
Dario Cuero, he's actually an actor, dude. He's not before this, he wasn't affiliated with anything other than acting.
Oh, okay. Well, he's still acting. I mean, but the thing is King Cuerno did a nice job of catching Pentagon from that 12-foot jump, the senton he did, and then later Cuerno ends up bringing out a table, and next thing you know, he's up on the top turnbuckle sitting down, and oh my God. The way Phoenix did this is he wraps his legs around the ropes, the top rope.
He has this thing where he jumps on. He can jump on the middle rope.
Yeah,
he could jump on the top rope, then back on the middle rope, then jump on the.
He could walk the ropes and everything.
Yeah, he does it like shout out to Undertaker. On that one.
He's holding his
skins. He skins the cat, as they say.
Yeah, something like that. He holds his feet on the middle rope and his legs wrap around the top to keep his balance, and then he jumps up to the top rope with his feet, bounces up there, and then gives King Cuerno a Hurricane Rana from the turnbuckle through the table. And then he goes up, climbs the ladder, and gets the Gift of the Gods title back.
So there you go, and that is
Lucha Underground for this week.
All wrapped up and tied in a bow. It's a gift from us to you. We still want you guys to give it a shot. It is worth your watch. So let's go to WWE Raw, and every week it feels a little bit more like they might be going back to a time that wrestling forgot. A great time in wrestling when it wasn't your mama's wrestling. If I can say that. Alright, so we get our vintage Triple H 30-minute promo in the beginning. To sum it up, he gets, you don't just get to challenge the authority.
Well, Ambrose came out and tried to do that.
As soon as he says, you don't get to just challenge the authority, Dean Ambrose's music hit, and then he comes in and he interrupts Triple H. And Triple H always gets this look on his face like, oh God, get the gnat off me kind of thing. Like, he's like, you're too small. Yeah,
because he already knows what's coming, and Ambrose asks for a title shot.
You're like a fly. Yeah, and man, I should have had it written down. They I think it's supposed to be March 13th or something like that. That's when he gets his
Ambrose Lesnar for a triple threat for the title?
No, he gets a title shot. No, it's just Ambrose and Tripp. Because remember, he said you don't have to be the champion for Roman Reigns to get a title shot at WrestleMania. So, hey, what if they do, you know?
Yeah, but Ambrose
Why
and
don't they
Reigns
just
is
switch
against
it up?
each other at Mania. The only way it works is if in the end one of them turns heel. That's the only way it's going to work. And it doesn't matter who wins. The loser turns heel, the champ turns heel. It doesn't matter who.
Somebody's going to turn heel because they can't just have two mega faces.
Two brothers in arms going against each other.
Well, they could, because going back to a time that wrestling forgot, there was both Red Hot Macho Man versus Red Hot
Hulk
Hogan, and Red Hot Ultimate Warrior versus Red Hot Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6.
But the thing about those is those are huge guys. Roman Reigns is big, not that big, and Dean Ambrose is an average sized guy. So for the two smaller guys, way smaller than Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, to go at it like that, might just...
I say mega faces. I don't say mega popularities. One is clearly more popular than the other.
Ambrose is more popular, but they're trying to shove Reigns down your throat.
And that's brought to you by Triple H. Because that Triple H he's really trying to get people to like Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, he's even going out of his way to put him over himself.
Yeah, that's his little side project. Roman Reigns is Triple H's side project.
Yeah, if that's the truth, then he's even going out of his way to use himself to put him over. That's something. That's crazy.
Bro, that's what's going on. That Wrestling Insider, me. Wrestling Apparently Outsider, you. That's what's happening.
I thought it was all Vince. I thought Tripp was running NXT. That's what I get told.
Tripp has creative in what happens on Raw. Why wouldn't he? Oh man, use your medulla oblongata, sir.
He was part of the Attitude Era. I don't see why he wouldn't, but like I said,
all right. The next thing that happened is Charlotte Flair ringside for the number one contender match: Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. My hashtag eye candy match moment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I could watch those two wrestle for 35, 45, 55 minutes every day.
The Iron Man match like next
time? I could
Simply put, they went off...
Dumbest finish in the whole fucking world. La back in the day. HBK versus British Bulldog, where you have the double pin.
Yeah, all four shoulders were on the mat. When I heard Logan Garcia say that.
If you're going to do that, have HBK and British Bulldog do that.
Bulldog's not alive.
That's a lot more believable.
Rest in peace.
Than the half-ass way that I seen that pin happen.
It was BS.
That was half-ass bullshit. Come on, man. At least he had HBK had him in a fisherman's suplex, and both shoulders were down, and that's how you had the double pin on that one. Okay. This one
was silly off the middle rope.
Silly, stupid bullshit.
All four shoulders were on the mat.
It was the dumbest thing in the world. So that sets up next week's.
This sets up SmackDown's rematch.
Oh yeah, SmackDown's. Yeah, and we'll talk about that I'm sure
for number one contendership.
We'll talk about that.
Which Sasha Banks is going to get by the way.
Either Saturday night or Sunday. Then comes the Wyatt family promo. They said something stupid. Again, I don't understand the logic of these. No, watch. End up like the rest that we have conquered. Dude, you lost to Taker. You lost to Taker and Kane. You lost to the Titans. You lost to everything. Why should we fear you, Wyatt family? You are losers, sir.
Yeah, you haven't really been put over that much yet.
I mean, seriously. They haven't been put over at all. I don't fear nothing about the Wyatts.
Yeah, there's two or three ending moments.
All three of them are jobbers.
Braze and Roman Reigns.
I hate the Wyatt family.
Reigns won
Wyatt family is so stupid. I used to like them. But now it's like, dude, you guys are a job squad. You lost to Taker. You lost to Taker and Kane. You lost to the Titans. Get off me. You guys haven't conquered nobody. Ziggler versus Miz. Miz wins. Ziggler hugely underutilized as a
talent.
I mean, Ziggler. It was a very quick match, and I understand why they did it. The J. McMahon Award. Stephanie McMahon comes out. She has this promo and she talks about all the. She throws a huge shit fit in the ring and
basically pissed at Shane.
She throws Shane under the bus. It was a great promo. Bow down to the queen is what I have to say. It was a great promo. I liked it. It was pretty good. Bow down to the queen. League of Nations, Rusev and Sheamus versus the Lucha Dragons. That was the next match. Alberto Del Rio distracts Kalisto. Kalisto gets a head kick from Rusev and loses the match. Rusev and Sheamus win. And if you want to talk about a team that's actually freaking feared, League of Nations.
No, I don't fear them. You know what team I fear? Y2AJ.
They are good. Dude.
I fear they might take the titles. Oh, wait.
We're not quite there
That's
yet,
not a fear. That's a
The
hope.
next match was Angry Ryback versus the Radical Mongoose, Adam Rose.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Yep. Ryback destroyed him. Just, oh man, it was a la back in the day when Goldberg would come out and just smash somebody in 30 seconds and walk the fuck out. It was great, man. He did. That's what he did. He beat the fuck out of him and walked the fuck out. Pretty soon we're gonna see him come out and he's gonna have them sparklers throwing up in his face and he's gonna be breathing smoke and then it's gonna be like dum 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 dum.
Oh, sorry. I was getting into it.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see it. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like our theme music for our podcast.
Yep.
The next thing was New Day versus Y2AJ. Ladies and gentlemen, eat your bootios because the New Day, it's a new day. And the New Day is doing some shit. I love how Xavier Woods geeks the fuck out on Y2J's entrance music. He always does it.
Yeah.
When they pan over to the ring, you just see him just geeking the fuck out, dude. Just loving it. Singing the music, dude.
You probably grew up idolizing him.
I love it. I'm really starting to like the New Day.
Probably can't help himself. Not just the New Day.
Dude, the New Day.
Just Kofi. Or
the
not
New
just
Day
Kofi, but
is the
just
shit. I like Xavier Woods.
I love Kofi.
Xavier Woods.
Big E, I have a problem with.
Big E is cool.
Lately,
I like that
cool.
group. New Day is
He's
the
cool,
shit.
but lately he's been having a disregard for human life.
I love their little unicorn stampede that they do when they're just pounding the people in the corner and then they tag out. They pound in the corner.
I thought you were talking about the llama penis shit.
No, it's the unicorn stampede. That
tag in and they get.
They tag in. They do it again. Tag in. Do it again. Vince McMahon came out. He had a promo and he wants to write Shane out of his will, give it all to Steph, renounce Shane as his own son. He'll be a son of a bitch, he says.
After Mania.
And then Undertaker comes out, and they, again, heavily underutilized. The blood of Shane is on Vince's hands, basically.
Yeah, it was in the ring for like a minute and said 15 words.
I hate this fucking match. I already said that a long time ago, but this match is just getting dumber by the day. Usos versus the Dudleys. It was Bubba Ray versus Jay Uso. Bubba Ray hit him with the full Nelson Bubba Bomb, and Devon uses a table
to smack the other Uso right out the head.
So that whole no table nonsense is becoming a joke and a half.
Michael Cole called them hypocrites.
So Golden Truth, R-Truth, breaks Goldust's heart.
Yeah,
and I feel sorry for him. Kevin Owens versus Big Show. Big Show
gets payback.
Fucks Owens up, but Owens tornado DDT. That tornado DDT was sick. Big Show wins via count out.
Yep.
That was awesome how he ball splitter. Brie
back.
Bella versus Naomi with Tamina. Brie Bella loses. The Fabulous Freebirds get inducted to Hall of Fame with Sting and Godfather. Sasha Banks versus the Last Kickers coming up on SmackDown. The main event was Alberto Del Rio versus Dean Ambrose and Alberto.
Off camera.
No, it didn't. Triple H came in and beat the hell out of
And
Dean
we're done.
Ambrose.